Hamtech, welcome back to my drone learning videos. So why buy a DJI FPV in 2024? It's virtually 2025. This was DJI's first edition of the FPV range, and now we've got the Avata 1, the Avata 2. But this drone, really, although of course there are similarities, it's completely different to what the Avata is. Now I feel I got lucky with this one. It's never been activated. It's literally brand new, which is what I wanted. We do need to fit the wings on, and it did come with one battery, and it was around £250 with a battery. You try and buy a battery, it's like £100. So I feel quite chuffed. Now the other bonus is I've already got the DJI 2 goggles. This is the Integra version. I've already got the FPV, the FPV2. So I feel like I've got like this £1,000 setup without having to spend £1,000. Also, I found the Fly Motion joystick for £26 delivered. Yeah, it's probably a clone, but I don't mind. So let's get it on the desk, and let's get on my phone out, open up the DJI app, and let's pair this all up, and let's just see it fly. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out and about today, but we'll definitely get it in the garden and just see it, see the propellers spinning. And so there it is in the box. Of course the battery's not in now, I've got it all charging, but let's have a better look. There's the drone, here's the battery. I mean, it's quite a hefty battery we've got there. I believe it's about 20 minutes, so could do with a bit more charge on that one. I've got the other one fully charging. It did come with the actual charger. We're going to need to fit the wings, which is nice and easy because look, they're labelled, look, grey and red, and so are the wings. If you've not seen these chargers before, look, it's still got the wrapping on it. I don't think it's hardly ever been used. And then if you look at the battery, you press it there and it's fully charged. And then if we pull this off here, like so, where is the connector falling down to? There you go, there's your connector. You just connect that to there, plug it in, normal mains in the UK, charge it up. It charged in about 50 minutes. Now this is a solid heavy drone. It's over 700 grams and it's fast. You are talking 100 kilometers per hour if you know what you're doing. I've got no intention of flying it like that. I don't think I'll even ever use manual mode. I just like flying drones. I love the way this looks. It's a loud drone, as the FPVs are. It's actually smaller than I thought. If you look at the space it takes there, if we just try and get the camera up here, there's your FPV. It's actually smaller than I thought, and they did such a good job with the Avata 1, didn't they? So it's smaller but heavier. Let's start to add some wings on. So look, red, and then we're gonna line them up with these 3 grooves there. You line them up, and let's get the battery out of the way there. You push, and then you turn the bottom bit. You turn, and then that just covers. There you are. Look, there's one fitted already. Look, see? Okay, it's that easy. Push and turn. Let's do. So we've got a black one there. So we get one of the black wings. And again, line it up, and I do think we're going to need some spare wings myself, but if I lift it up and then push it in, I mean, the wings don't feel very strong at all. But you wouldn't want them if you're flying, if they're spinning around. I don't think you'd want one of these wings to ever touch you. Oh, just make sure I've got the right one. Yeah, red circle and grey. I don't think you'd ever want one to touch you. Myself, I think it actually would cut you. Okay, that's the wings on. Let's put the battery in. I would say that a lot of the weight is the actual battery. So we just turn it upside down, and you can see the connectors there. So that gives you an idea of how the battery is going to go. And you slide it in like so, and then just turning it around so you can see. And then we're going to push that in there firmly. And it did click in. The battery, when I pushed a bit harder, it clicked into place. And then you can just push that in. It feels solid, but that adds a lot of weight to the drone. I'm not going to take the gimbal off yet. But I like the whole Alien sort of, movie. If you watch the Alien movie, the way I'm sure they've taken that idea from that, the way it curves like that. It's such a cool looking drone. I do like the Avata, you know, there's many things. I like pretty much any drone I've got, but for different reasons. But this, I love the way this looks, and the fact that I know that it really packs a punch, and I can go out there and you know, and have the experience that I can have is a massive appeal. Massive appeal. I feel for this drone, even in 2025 stroke 24. Now, because this has never been activated before ever, I am going to have to, you know, activate it. So we've got the DJI Fly app there. And I would say there's some firmware updates as well. So the app's ready. Let's take off all these stickers and take off the gimbal cover. Turn on the goggles to Integra. Now this is all going to have to be paired and updated firmware. You know, read the instruction manual on any drone that you fly. Read it. Find out what regulations you need, your flyer ID, flyer registration, where can you fly a drone of this weight, all that kind of stuff. You need to do all your homework before you even think about flying this outside. And so we're just going to go 1, then 2. That's the DJI FPV 2 that I had with my Avata 1. Just turn that on there. So that's on. We haven't turned the drone on yet. I'm just going to take the gimbal cover off. Just clip that off there. It came off really easy earlier. Just literally wiggled it, pulled it forward, and it just came off. There's your camera. I mean, it's still got all the stickers on it where it's never been used. So it records in 1080. The lens size is 1/2 3-inch. Effectively 12 megapixels. I think what I'll do, because it's quite a long list, I'll put the a link in with all the specifications in the description. But you know, when it came out, it was ahead of its time, because they'd never seen an FPV drone made by DJI that had, for example, return to home. Even when you're flying it and you're looking through the goggles, there's a white H there that you can follow to get you back home. And you know, many drone pilots, they have this drone and they won't sell it because it's too much fun. No, it doesn't get you the best quality footage, but it can get you can fly this in the best quality way, if that makes sense, and then you can play with that footage and see if you can get it as good as you'd like it to be. But the experience and the kind of footage, the angles that you get are fantastic. And like I said, you know, about £250 second hand. So we haven't turned it on yet, so let's just do it. We've turned everything else on. We haven't paired anything. There you go. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's what another thing. I mean, listen to that. I mean, everyone says when this thing boots up, and we've got to do that again, haven't we? The way it sounds, let's do that again, and look at those LEDs. No other drone looks like this, and this is what I say. You hear the fan kick in there. This is what I say is, you don't just buy gadgets just because they're the latest, the newest, the best camera and etc. Listen to this, watch this. Come on, how good is that? And honestly, just sat here looking at it, and you can hear it's got the fan that kicks out the back. It's like a sports car. So let's try and connect. We're going to go connect and scroll through and see if we can find the FPV. Sorry about all the propellers in the way, but it's okay. Keep going. I bet it's at the end. There it is. Tap that and let it do its thing. And we're using the Integra. As it says, press battery power to turn on, which hopefully they are on. You can't see them, but they're definitely on in the background just here. And it says here, you know, we can use USB cable to connect goggles and the mobile device. So we've got our goggles USB underneath. Just try and bring it forward so you can see it. Just here. And then we're going to plug that in to our smartphone. Just going to see if it lets me switch. I'm going to hit the person down here. Like so. And then go to device management and see if we can switch. Got the goggles. It's all correct. Let's just keep tinkering a minute. I'll do the whole check for updates as well. Oh yeah, we haven't got a motion controller. Skip that. Yeah, it's telling me to restart. So we'll just do that. We'll just restart the goggles. Press and hold. Turns off. And then press and hold again. And it will turn on. And this time when I selected the DJI, it asked me to do the firmware, which is what I was looking for. Firmware updated, relink device to aircraft. Okay, let's just do that. Once it links, we should see the image coming out of the... It says it unable to connect, so we'll do what it says. Press and hold the power button for 4 seconds until it beeps. So at the back of the drone... Put it here. I just don't want the wings to get caught, so I'm just moving that out of the way. Just give your wings a little spin and make sure they're not touching anything before you do this. Obviously, I'm doing it on this table because of the video, but normally you'd be out, you know, out and about. So just checking that that spins okay. And let me just move it. I mean, I'm faffing a bit, so... Right, we've laid the phone down there. We're just going to hold it for 4 seconds. Beep, and then it says aircraft beeped here. We tap it, and then pair. It says pairing. Everything's flashing. Turn it round. I might have to plug the drone possibly into the computer to update. I'm not sure if you can do that. It's not pairing at the moment. So we haven't paired yet. I've just pulled down this flap here. And I'm going to pop in an SD card, and there is a USB-C. I'm going to see if I can update it directly using my PC. Okay, we're at the DJI Assistant. I'll put the link in the description for you. It just looks like this. And if you're on Windows or Mac, we're on Windows, so you just download the XE and run it. And you get the DJI Assistant, which you can see here. And then all you do is plug your drone into the USB port. You can just see where my finger is now, and into your PC. And the second it goes into the PC, it detects it. So if I unplug and plug it back in, you'll see that USB. And like I said, I put the SD card in there as well. I don't believe there's any storage on this device. So without an SD card, you're not going to record any video. So once it detects it, then you just click on where it says FPV drone. And I just feel like I need to do this. There you are, start activation. It's not been activated, so it's not working. So activate your device when you first connect it to the app. So I'm just going to go start activation. And do I need to, let me think now. I have read, and then I'm going to sign into my account. Okay, that I've logged in. Activation complete. So let's make sure we're up to date. So it will look at your drone and update. So I'm just going to go confirm, like so. It's fun tinkering, isn't it? I enjoy it anyway. The weather in the UK is really bad at the moment, so don't think we're doing much flying today. But it's good news that it's activated, because if it didn't activate, it means it would have been bound to someone else, and it's now bound to my account. So people can't steal my drone. So it says update complete. Let's go back. And look, there's a firmware. So it's 1.04, and that was on June 6th of the 6th. Isn't that D-Day 23? So, you know, you can see it's quite an old drone, but you need to do this. Because if you don't, then it won't work with the, as far as I can see, it won't work properly with the app, or the app won't even interact with it at all. The DJI Fly app. I just think they're such fascinating devices. It's basically a flying camera computer. It's fast as well. You know, I know I keep saying how fast it is. I mean, those LED lights, I just love them. I can't wait to see it in the air, flashing those lights. I know that we've got LED lights, but not like that, not on drones of today. And that's what it's like, it's fast. It doesn't mean I'm going to fly it fast. Okay, it has updated, made a few sounds, booted on and off a couple of times. It's just doing the last few seconds now. Hopefully now it's going to show up on our DJI app. Still going on and off. Low. Right, it says 100% now. The PC says that it's all up to date. We did put an SD card in. Hopefully the card I've used will be alright. Just clip that back on. Let's hit connect to aircraft. Again, hopefully this time it didn't go to camera. Like so. And it's search, battery in. The drone is on. You can see all the LED lights. It's going to do that bind thing again, where you hold down the button for 4 seconds. So unable to connect, hold down the button. It beeped. Tap, then pair. Fingers crossed. Yes, and it's got the remote. We're in business. And we should see the view. Obviously it's in the goggles as well as on the phone, but I feel like we've moved, even if it doesn't link yet, I feel like we've gone further to linking. It's a bit bright, that one there, so I'm just dimming it a bit. I can see on the screen though it's saying checks complete. I'm just going to say yes to that and see if it then links. Oh, I see now, it's the controller that's not linked, not the goggles, so it is going to work. So trouble, make sure powered on, 4 seconds for the FPV, hold it down. That's it, pair that. Okay, finally. Now what you're seeing now is it's making sure you fitted the propellers. And checks complete. You can't tap the screen, you have to do it on the goggles. So I'm going to go yes, and the second I click yes on the goggles, I'll just show you that it's, just so you know that if you've never used one before, if you look here, get your antennas up, you've got like a toggle, you move it up and down, and then you've got a back button. When you press the toggle to select what you want, so if I go back to the phone, you're seeing what's in the goggles, but I have to click the select button or just push down on the actual goggles. I don't know why they did that, but that is what they do. So press it, and look, we're now seeing exactly what the goggles can, what the drone is seeing now. Seeing that just here, and I can start the propellers now. So I won't fly it in here because it's too small, but I can start the propellers. Let me just grab the goggles a minute and just see. I need a longer cable. I'll just pop them on my head a minute so I can see. And it says normal mode, so let me just show you the information on the phone. Like so. So you're seeing normal mode. Down here at the bottom, I think that's the time left, the signal to the between the remote control and the drone. And we've also got, is that our satellites here? Not many in here in this room. There it is there. There's the charge time there. Look, sorry, 57%. So, okay, and then live streaming if we want. So let's just start the propellers. I'll get it on the floor here and we'll just start the propellers. Now to start these propellers, we are literally just going to pull these in together like that. On some you can double click the start here. We're not going to fly. We're not in manual mode, we're in normal mode. So let's just see if the double start works. I think that's in manual mode, but anyway, make sure it's in manual mode there. Not manual, normal. Oh my god. And then we're going to pull them together and just see if the propellers spin. We've got clearance there. I mean, that sounds meaty. Take it from me. Take it from me, that sounds meaty. But obviously up and away we go. Yeah, so it's all working, very pleased with that. And let's quickly show you the, see if I can show you the gimbal moving. There you go, let's just get the propellers spinning out here, like so. And check's complete. Got about 22 satellites now, so let's just go up a little bit. See that in a minute. We're not going to go anywhere, we're just going to turn it. I think it's actually quieter than the Avata. And then we're going to go forward, down a bit. It's very easy to fly. And don't forget how fast this thing goes. And we'll just go round. Like so. And it'll get battered, you know, shaken by the wind, but not like the lighter drones do, like the 4 Pro. I mean, it's got a real nice sound to it. Let's bring it back and just have a look at that. And underneath it, it's lit all the ground up. Look at the ground. And I've got my son here. Don't stand over there, I'll fly towards you, but look at the ground. Go further over there. That's Nico. Looking cool. So obviously we're not going to go close. Don't go too near it. But look at those lights. Look how cool they are. You know this thing goes 100 kilometers an hour, Nico. How cool is that? So yeah, very happy with that. Thanks for watching my video. Obviously I'm going to enjoy flying this so much. I literally don't care what the camera view looks like, but I'll show it you anyway. So we're in quite low light here. Yeah, it's virtually night time here. And so, you know, that's what we're seeing there. If I go up a little bit. I mean, here as a person flying, it just looks fantastic. Yeah, you're not seeing much difference there, so you know, the more light you've got, the better you're gonna enjoy this. Going over here, bring it down. Say goodbye. Give it a quick wave, goodbye. Bye for now. Please hit the like, subscribe, 7-3. Joe, take a look at this, just quickly. I've got it all activated now, just give it a quick test here. What an awesome looking drone. I love the way it's got the landing lights. Look at that. It's a good looking drone, isn't it? DJI FPV 2025. Still an awesome looking drone. More videos, Ham Tech. Bye for now, all the best.